Well, and the one name that continues to hover over this situation and doesn't get mentioned enough is Tom Brady. He is very carefully staking out his turf in the category of, I love Antonio Brown and I hope he gets the help he needs. That's what he said over and over again on his Let's Go podcast on Monday. He doesn't want to get pulled into this controversy, even though it's all on him at the end of the day. The coach didn't want Antonio Brown on the team.
Right.
But Tom Brady did. And Tom Brady became the focal point of the 2020 Buccaneers, to the point where ownership,
yes,
I've kind of heard things along these lines, like basically their number one objective last year wasn't winning the Super Bowl as much as it was making sure Tom Brady would choose to play for the Buccaneers again in 2021 when they're able to fill the stadium every week. This is a team that went years with stadiums that were embarrassingly empty. I remember shots, Chris, from the cameras that Fox will have by the pirate ship during the game. Sometimes like during a commercial when we get the feed that people don't see at home. And there's nobody there.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
Right.
They knew they were going to fill that stadium. So they were going to placate Tom Brady however they could to get him to come back this year and to want to continue to play for the Buccaneers. So they let him have his guy. He's got a huge blind spot for Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And Bruce Arians didn't want him. And Tom Brady won. And most recently, what did Tom Brady win? Bring him back after he submits a fake vaccination card. Because if Bruce Arians never wanted him in the first place, and Bruce Arians is the one who was made to look foolish for having said he screws up one time, he's gone. He's the one that ate all that crap publicly when Tom Brady got to hide out. Tom Brady's the one who wanted him there. Tom Brady's the one who wanted him to stay. This is about Tommy.
Yeah.
And now the crap has hit the fan. And where's Tommy? He's reading off of an index card his talking points, and he's otherwise hiding under the bed.
Yeah,
that's what he's. I'm sorry. I know we're not allowed to criticize the heroes of the sport. We just always
you don't have to
worship them at
tell
all
me.
times, no matter what they say or do.
Yeah.
But he is. I'm trying to choose my words a little more carefully.
He's
here.
somewhat responsible for this situation.
He is hip deep in the middle of this, and he's trying to stay at the shallow end of the pool.
Yeah, I mean, yes, this is the things that sometimes, not my favorite things about Brady. He doesn't take stands, or he takes a stance after the issue's resolved and then does that, like we talked about earlier this year with some of the league rules. You want to be like, man, Tom, if you said that while they were talking about these rules, it might not have happened because you're the freaking man and everybody listens to you. And usually you're smart and logical with a lot of the points you make. There's no doubt, But, hey, we are in the era, right? I mean, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Tom Brady, where quarterbacks are kings. You get to a certain level, they're kings. They can one-up the coach in a lot of organizations. They really can. It's the owner, and then it's the quarterback as the two most important people in the organization. The owner, and then this guy that's making the second most money in the organization is the quarterback. So there is that aspect, and I think everything you explained was very real. There's money, there's dollars involved. You're right. I mean, Tampa Bay's never had a quarterback like him. They've been stuck with, crappy QBs like Chris Sims down there, right? So, of course this is selling seats. But, also with a guy like Tom Brady, blind spot like you said, and also with real football guys like a Brady or, I'm not myself, whatever, who just loved the sport, loved working at it. You can brush aside some of the personal stuff at times when you find another guy who loves and working at the sport just like you do. And you bond over that. And I think that's what's, happened to Brady in this situation. He's got a soft spot probably because he knows some of the guy's personal issues that maybe we don't all know. But more than anything, I think he as a guy who attacks football at 100% every day, probably saw that Antonio Brown and loved that about him. And that's where I think that bond comes from. But, yeah, he is knee-deep in this, and the Bucs got a little situation on their hand, and I'm going to be interested to see how this unfolds because you're right, Antonio Brown could make things hard on them, certainly, showing up today, making a stink, and if he ends up on another team that beats the Bucs, wow, that would be crazy.
And to the extent that this is something that may have been building and building and building and building, at what point should Tom Brady have intervened and either diffused the situation or brought it to a head? Again, he's kind of standing over in the corner letting all these things happen. I get the impression when I read between the lines of the things he's had to say that this isn't something that just happened out of the blue, that maybe Antonio Brown has had some issues that have been infecting him, the 3-week suspension, and the fact that publicly they created this sense that maybe he was on thin ice. He may have been upset about that they didn't just blindly support him, because he knows plenty of guys throughout the league have fake vaccination cards. And why are they making it a big deal about me? Why are they making it look like they may cut me? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you embarrassing me? It's already an embarrassing time. Why aren't you behind me? You know, the human brain is an incredibly complicated organ, and all sorts of different thoughts and ideas and things mashed together and drive our behavior. And I think there's a lot more to this, and it will be fascinating to see how today plays out. When will they cut him? What's the real motivation? And if he ever is available. I mean, I've got people that I know that have been involved in football for a long time who say there's no way anyone else is going to sign him. And I push back and say,
I doubt that.
Let's just wait and see.
Yeah.
Wait and see. Why are they resisting making him a free agent then? Why are they worried?
Right.
They're worried somebody else is going to do exactly what they did and get intoxicated by the talent, or give in to a quarterback who is the most powerful person in the organization other than the owner, whether it's Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford. Not that Stafford's the one who drives these acquisitions in L.A., but Mahomes and Rodgers. They want to get ring number 2. This guy may help me get ring number 2. As I said earlier in the week, that Super Bowl ring is permanent. These other issues are extremely temporary.
No. And to those people you're talking about, I mean, how many times have we heard these kind of conversations? You know, okay, when he forced his way out of Pittsburgh and got to the Raiders, all right, okay, hey, he's crazy. He made it happen. That was crazy. He was one of the first non-quarterbacks ever to really force their way out of town and be like, I'm not playing here, trade me, and you're not going to get a lot back in return for me, not for what I'm actually worth on the field. I mean, that was an amazing – he became an urban legend, a legend in the locker room with that move right there. But, you know, after the Raiders, the helmet, the frozen feet, you know, not showing up at work, all of that crap, I mean, I remember then people going, well, that might be the end. Nobody will ever sign him again. Nobody will do it. Oh, that's right. The Patriots did. And then the Patriots.
Immediately. The same day.
Immediately. And then he does all that, and we hear about the legal issues. And, oh, man, he didn't even tell the team. He lied to the Patriots. They didn't really know the full truth of the scope of the situation. No, he's done. Nobody will ever sign him again. Why would you want to deal with him? Oh, that's next year. He's on the Bucs. So, yeah, for people to think that, I think that's crazy. I do. You know, again, he can still get open. You know, man-to-man, he can still run. He can still go up and get the ball. I mean, it was just 2 weeks ago we saw him catch 10 balls for, 110 yards? So, yeah, I mean, guys like Andy Reid and Sean McVay, who I think probably viewed themselves as masters of, you know, blending people together to get a winning culture, I don't think they'll be scared of an Antonio Brown unless they know somebody really personal to the situation that then really steers them the wrong way. But I don't think they're going to be scared of that situation. And really, I don't know if Matt LaFleur would either. I don't know if he's quite like Andy Reid or McVay, but we've seen. I mean, LaFleur can deal with a lot of issues too and still bring the team together. I mean, that's why he should win Coach of the Year this year. So I'm with you, Mike. I don't think it's all said and done for sure here with AB.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.